just releasing quantum solutions.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I think I need to speak very loud. Yes, okay. So, can we have... All right, so I'm also going to stand here. Maybe we can stand, both of us here. Yeah? It's better not? Okay. So guys, while I was reviewing my pages a couple of days ago, Simon Sinek came into the feed with this message. And it's funny because this is what we want to talk about today. And my first reaction was, well, thank you, Simon, for opening the first page of today. So let's say that let's assume that we want to entertain this thought by Simon Sinek, and it says something like this, right? Our culture is obsessed with longevity, but what if we focused more on living well instead of living long? And that's what we've been immersed in doing for the past 6 years. And I'm gonna, in a couple of minutes, introduce this beautiful gentleman sitting next to me. He's not only transcended conventional medicine, but he has a beautiful story to share. And he's taught me a lot about the quantum and how today you really measure the impact of your emotional being on your physical being. And so what we've been doing for the past 6 years is, sorry, the clicker is not working. Yeah. And so it's a fact of life, right? For the past 6 years, we've been really looking at work that gives us the distilled insights of what's been happening. If you look at the outcomes today, and if you look at all the research that's been happening around the world, it really indicates to the fact that we live a longer life, but not necessarily a healthier life. And a lot of the work that BCG, for example, has been doing in their longevity fund is the fact that they tell us that the average age of a human being has increased by so much throughout the years. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we spend time in good health. And that is the main issue today. And so if you look at between 1960 and 2019, the average time spent in good health has not increased by a lot, but the life expectancy has increased by a lot. And this is what we've been doing for the past 6 years. So what we've noticed is that people today are craving for solutions to enhance the quality of life, to extend the number of minutes spent in good health, and eventually enjoy the fact that life expectancy has increased. Now, I'm going to share a little bit of my routine and what I've been doing for the past 15 years, and this is only related to me. And you know, you can pick up some similarities. You can make your own. But one of the themes that we want to talk about today is unique, deep personalizations. Every person has a different frequency. Not two people are alike, right? So you're not going to see from us today any painting with a broad brush. We just want to tell you and give you all of the actionable insights that we've been seeing for the past 6 years. And so today, what started in 2012 as an experiment for me has become a code and protocol in 2025. So what I used to do for the longest time is I used to perform in hypoxic and hyperbaric contrast environments. So I used to train in low oxygen, high altitude environments, and I used to recover in hyperbaric, high oxygen environments. I also used to recover in hydrogen as an antioxidant, and that's today baked in my daily life. I also detoxify in sauna and red light, as well as infrared heat environments. I use food as my medicine and my pathway to anti-inflammation, as well as I nurture good bacteria, and this is what Dr. Aaron is going to talk a lot about. And this is where I've learned a lot about. And there's a lady here that I think you should pick her brain. Her name is Farah. She's sitting right behind on the second row. She's a quantum biologist, and she will teach you a lot about what you need to do, what you need to know about good bacteria and bad bacteria. Obviously, goes without saying that I do ice bath for my mental strength, my immunity, and my mental readiness as well. And this is the business that I got in 2019. And last but not least, I do a lot of breath work, sound and light to super tune me. But what I do, and this is only relevant to me, is I spend 1 month in nature where you can only reach me via satellite email, not satellite phone, right? So that basically I can be with myself, and I can listen to the voice in my head. Now, eventually, what has this given me as a human being, right? Mentally and physically. It's given me a lot of credentials in one of my dream passions. So I had the passion of running. I had the passion that I wanted to do something called the Grand Slam of marathons, which is anyone who runs 7 marathons in 7 days on 7 continents. That's 1 marathon per day, including traveling to a different continent. And it's given me all of my passion, my pathway to passion, to be able to do things like the North Pole Marathon, the South Pole Marathon, things like the 205-kilometer Amazon survival race, and all of the things that I've wanted to thrive in, to be able to elevate my human experience. Because what I noticed after many years in the corporate world is that the reason why I'm here is to have a good human experience. And at every point in time, I should be able to elevate my human experience. And I've done it through my passions. It's also given me my pathway to my climbing and expedition pathway to my passions. And this is where I've been able to visit a lot of the major peaks in the world. I've been able to help a lot of cancer patients. I've been able to join a lot of cancer organizations. And I've been able to do a lot of the activities that I wanted to do around the world. And last but not least, it gave me my passion from a business perspective. In 2019, I founded Longevity Hub. Longevity Hub today is not only trusted by more than 15,000 individuals, but we've recovered more than 44,000 sessions since 2019. And we are in the holistic business, right? And we are in multiple cities. And that has given us a pathway to be able to understand what it means to really be holistic. And so between 2019 and 2023, we were just helping people recover through recovery technology. And after meeting beautiful people like Dr. Aaron, we were able to raise the bar and really, from 2024 onwards, invest in so much wellness tech, but also in so much scanning technology to be able to have so many to give people so many actionable insights about holistic health. And so today what we do is we're really immersed in helping people age well and live better and achieving holistic well-being. Now, if you look at what holistic well-being means, it means that you need to train properly and you need to assume new methods in terms of training. And not all of us want to lift. Not all of us, want to do the ancient methods of training. And so our culture of training today is making sure that we introduce you to concepts where you can train, assuming high intensity, but having low impact. And I don't know if Larissa is around the room here, but if you go to our space, you will see something called a megaformer, a Legree megaformer. And this is where you start to realize that today you can achieve all of your wellness and all of your training and performance objectives in a low impact way, which means you don't have to impact your joints like you do in any other training level. And at the same time, we have a full pathway to full spectrum wellness technology. Aaron is going to talk about quantum frequency technology, and at the same time, you know, if you go to our space, you can pick Farah's brain on nutrition as well as infusions and supplements. But the truth is, and this is where we want to reach at in terms of what we're doing today, the truth is true health goes beyond the body. And really, the truth lies in how to achieve that trifecta of physical, mental, and nutritional. And so it all boils down to the objective of elevating the human experience. And when we look at where we are today and what we want to do, it's basically three things that we want to do today in terms of holistic being. We want to reimagine a culture of well-being. One, by assuming modern tech, where modern tech means ancient wisdom. Now, what does that mean, right, if you might ask? It's just making sure that today I'm able to achieve a strong body and a peaceful mind. If I want to know what elevating the human experience means, it means having a strong body and a peaceful mind at the same time. It's no longer about having only a strong body. But also, we want to introduce means and talent to be able to give you actionable insights and a wealth of information. Why we want to do that is because we want to give you power over your own well-being, right? So it's about giving you actionable insights so that you can achieve or elevate your own human experience. And Aaron is going to talk a little bit, a lot actually, about that. And this all converges on the concept that we call unique deep personalizations. And meaning that today, every one of us has a unique frequency and no two people are alike. And it's about synthesizing all of that data to be able to give you a lifestyle protocol that goes all the way from training to recovery to circadian rhythm, like Farah calls it, as well as making sure that nutritionally you're doing well. And so I'm gonna stop talking because there's a wealth of information coming from this beautiful gentleman here. And please let me introduce Dr. Aaron to you. And he's had a huge impact on my life in terms of knowledge, as well as in terms of what I've been able to do in my endurance journey. So I'll give you an example. In June, I committed myself to running 163 kilometers from the highest point in the UAE, in Ras Al Khaimah, to our new branch in the Al Qudra Desert in Dubai. And before I did that, I wanted to basically know if I'll be able to do that or not. So Dr. Aaron came and he scanned me using the quantum frequency scanner. We were able to zoom down to which supplement I need to take from a hydration perspective and from an amino acid perspective, so that at a certain body temperature, with this heat, I'll be able to survive these 5 days, making it from Ras Al Khaimah Jabal Jais to the middle of the desert, crossing multiple deserts and crazy heat. And so he was able to personalize my journey to be able to add value to myself and make, achieve my objective. And so without further ado, Aaron.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So, it's very difficult to, in this short period of time, to explain quantum technology because I'm exploring and learning for the last 15 years about quantum medicine, quantum physics, and the more you learn, the more you know you don't know. Meaning it's endless possibilities, but I will simplify for you that everyday applications. And also, if you can see on the slide, it says this is the future of the medicine. And I can agree that from my personal experience, I'm a founder and director of Plasma Cell International, and we developed technology systems, which is called Tesla quantum systems. And we apply them medically, wellness, and professional athletes, and home use around the world. Why Tesla? Because Tesla was also, he said, if you want to know all the secrets about universe, you should think about vibration, frequency, and information, and energy. It's like everything, all the secrets, everything is measurable today. It has its own frequency and vibration. And before I start to go deeper, I want to share my own personal experience. So, as doctors and therapists, and or when we need to change the world or bring something to the world, sometimes we are pushed by the illness, what happened to me. So I actually got something that nobody could detect in modern medicine. As I was traveling in Africa, I got bitten by a fly, and I was infected by one parasite, which is on Hrvoie volvulus. It goes in your brain, causes illness called river blindness. You can go completely blind. And I didn't know that I have that parasite because nobody told me that I have it. And basically, it's a very scary experience that you're losing sight and nobody tells you why. So only when I found this technology, I was able to detect what I had. And then only by frequency Rife machine plasma in part of our system that we use, I managed to destroy the pathogen in my brain and even later completely restore my sight. This is not glasses, this I just got now for advertising a little bit. So, but basically I went through it. And I applied this to me, and I was very skeptic at the beginning. That was like more than 15 years ago. Like how the frequency will heal me, I didn't know. It was a very scary experience. On the other hand, my wife was diagnosed in 2015. We got married, and they told her in Switzerland, Germany, she's Swiss, and Croatia and UK that she will never, she possibly cannot have children. Medically possibly cannot have children. So we applied our systems, our healing, and I have 3 boys now. So like, why I'm saying all this, because in modern medicine, if we believed what they told us, we would create that reality. So it's very dangerous even with the words and everything what we use. Doctors, like they say, this is untreatable. It's very dangerous because you actually put limitations on the person. And why I'm saying all this, because deep personalization, what we do with quantum scanning, we also use bioresonance and voice scanning diagnostics, but quantum is something on another level. Sometimes they call quantum bioresonance, but bioresonance is a biofeedback, it's not quantum. So we use special technology made in Switzerland and Germany, which is, has this using of scalar waves. Scalar waves are the Tesla coils technology, which creates certain entropy to be able to tap into the quantum field of a person. And all our informations are stored there. So, and I want to help you today why this technology is very important. Because today we hear contradictions, especially in our field, that we who are exploring this. You know, like suddenly certain influencers, doctors say, you should be carnivore. No, vegetables are bad for you. Kale is bad for you, it will kill you. Some doctor will say red meat will kill you because it creates cancer. Somebody, like it's so much contradiction, if you, do you agree with me? Like it's so much there, and also supplements which to take. It's like a huge range, it's too much. And we get more confused actually. But what is true? Is it true to be vegan or to be carnivore? It's both a lie and a truth. It depends to who. So with this technology, we help to find each person what's good for you. Not that you're influenced by somebody else, but that you apply readings from your body, that your body tells you what you need. Actually, we would not need that technology if we develop our brains in the future spiritually. We should know by ourselves what we need. But at now we need some help in that area. So and that way we can apply, because I recommend people reading a book called Case Against Reality. It's a book that explains scientifically that objective reality doesn't exist. It's all subjective realities, which we need to find what is our truth, what is our reality. And everybody what we follow and hear in the medical field, even the machine which to use, for the longevity, we created a system that you can find each of the technology, and even ice bath or hyperbaric chamber. Is it good for you? Is it necessary for you to use it today? And that scanning, that diagnostic system, I don't call it diagnostic in my clinics. We call it scanning and education about our health. So when people come to us, we educate each one of them they get empowered to know what's happening in their body. So if we can move the slide, I can show. It's like a lot of data is there. Of course, we're just showing a little bit, and of course we need to explain how it's actually this applied and how it works. So on this picture, we, for example, see the organs, and we see certain values, and of course all our doctors and technicians need to learn how to read certain reports and what everything means. But in a very easy explanation, we see, like, for example, very low, or we don't see very high. But anyway, so we have in medicine, it's very simple, we simplify it. It's not that difficult to understand, and we are finding the root cause of the problem. So we are not dealing with the symptoms, but we are dealing to find what's the root cause of the problem. And by finding the root cause, then you're able to heal. Of course, we also need to address the symptoms. So in our clinics, we sometimes even combine pharmaceuticals if the person needs to be it's in life danger. So we need to know, and we're trying to implement this technology, and we're already working with certain hospitals around the world and doctors that are integrating this system into practices of modern Western medicine, because it needs to go together. It's not this is good, this is bad. It's just we have to know what is for what, and when we need to apply it. So, for example, like our body, our organs can go in underfunction or overfunction, and basically on the point of that, we can see what is mean underfunction. Underfunction means that your organ is losing cell voltage, and that cell voltage can be measured. In Chinese medicine, cell voltage, they call it qi. In Indian Ayurvedic, they call it prana. But according to the modern science, it's voltage of the cells. So we can see each part of the organ where that voltage is lost. And then we can see exactly which pathogens you have on each organ. And not only on a physical level, you can see toxins, heavy metals, but you can also see emotional distress. Is it mentally creating? Is that the real cause? I like to give examples. I cannot give names, but we had one client coming us from with prostate cancer, and during the diagnostics we discovered that his wife cheating on him. Diagnosed, he didn't tell. Then for some reason it showed, and when I talked with him, he said that nobody knows. Nobody ever knows that information. That happened after our marriage, after 1 year, and but he forgave her because he's believes in marriage, but he didn't completely forgive. And it was leading, and it was showing that it was leading for the manifestation of the actual cancer. And so we needed to help him. He's now cancer free, but we couldn't just deal with the physical thing. We needed to address also his mental, emotional issues and many other things to come to the root cause to help. We are very complex. We are a universe by itself. Even spiritually, that's why I'm always, when people tell me vegan or carnivore, even spiritually they say us as humans, we come to elevate all the reality, and we elevate it by eating. So some people need to elevate animals, some people need to elevate plant kingdom. So we cannot judge each other, or we cannot force each other, tell each other what's healthy, what's not healthy, what's to do. But we need to be more focused on ourselves. And now we have technology to discover all this. You can, okay, so here we also see deep intolerance, that you can find intolerance about food which is good specifically for you. But this cannot be discovered in one shot. So the first report, it shows 30 days elimination diet. Because sometimes people eat certain things too much. So it's not that you're intolerant to that food, but your body says, please, okay, give me a break. Even certain healthy things, you know all about turmeric. So turmeric it never comes that is bad for somebody. But one lady came and it was bad for her. Why? I asked her, do you eat a lot of turmeric? And she said, for 2 years I have tablespoon every morning. Of course it will show. And if people are addicted to cheese or certain things, it will show, have a break. So to really know what you're intolerant, we need to do this test for at least 6 months. So if it repeats itself in every report, then you can know that it's really not good for you. But for example, we also have Quantum Ayurveda treatments. And in Ayurvedic also, it's not the same food that you eat in the summer or winter. So this is based on all that holistic principles, but very accurate and very scan for each person needs. We have also to see hormonal levels. Hormonal levels, especially now, for example, melatonin. So I heard these glasses are good for melatonin, meaning to protect from this blue light, especially in the evening. So we can see, and we're learning with each client, we're going step by step, educating them, and not giving diagnostics, not giving something that people don't understand, but we empower people using this technology, because when you know your strengths, when you know your weaknesses, you are in charge of your health, you're in control, you know what to do. So education is more important than diagnostics. So we can move forward. So of course nutrients, and nutrients, many people today I see this is deficiencies and this is excess. So because we take vitamins, we go, let me get multivitamin, or let me take selenium, let me take zinc, because I heard it's important to take it every day. But then I see with many clients toxicity of the actual health things that they are taking. And with this quantum technology, we can detect which type of supplements is good for you. We found which brands are good, which are not. We can test actual supplements on every person, how it works. And in our quantum Ayurveda, we program the oil for each person according to his DNA and for his conditions. So when you get massage, you get modified oil which is only for you specifically. So this type of personalization is something we are happy to now bring it even longevity here on the market. We have also partners Kintsugi in Abu Dhabi, but we are trying to bring this technology that people really are not lost, and that everybody gets what they need, not to waste money, not to waste time, and not to harm ourselves. So it's very, very important to know exactly what we need. Okay, so I will finish with our Q tropocollagen. So we developed something. You can go on the other side. You can go on the other side.
Yeah.
So it goes for beauty and pain, but natural beauty and pain, because our Q tropocollagen are natural bioactivators, which can be applied by injections or with the machine. Some people prefer one method or another method, because we have in our body, as we age, our repair collagen from 25 starts to decline. And the aging, what is aging? Aging is a disease. Even the Harvard professor, Dr. David Sinclair, he said that it's a disease, aging. So what is happening? It's degeneration process is happening in the body, but it's happening all the time. But we have this repair collagen, which is produced by our fibroblast glands, and these fibroblast glands produce this collagen, and we repair. And we know, baby, I have one year old now, and they're like all puffy, full of collagen. And if they cut, he's also have a 4 months, yeah. So, and baby immediately heal, because this collagen actually in the womb is the first substance that create bones, tissue, ligaments, cartilage, and so on. But our glands go in the decay, and we found this method, which is also each collagen is programmed for each person. It's modified for you, for your needs, what you need, and then it's applied to certain acupuncture points with a machine or a needle, and activates your own production of collagen by 100%. And you bring a natural. We had this case. This is a little bit extreme. With this lady, we are talking somebody who is 84, and after 2 months, her natural body recovered this fast and continues to recover. And regarding the pain, we even postpone, many people cancel operations instead of knee operation, hip operation, or chronic pain, any chronic pain in the shoulders, in the back, sciaticus. So we create certain points where we apply this collagen, but it's natural substance. It's the smallest particle of collagen mixed with herbs, and it works as a bioactivator. And I work also with professional sport. It's even more effective than stem cells.
Where does the collagen come from?
Yeah, so we manufacture it in a pharmaceutical company in Milano. So we have for different markets different sources. So we try to many of them. In Europe they mostly use pork, but here it's on a base of the bunny.
Rabbit.
But it's not a collagen filler. It's not a filler. So it's not filling you with collagen. that activation, it's such a small, just activator. It's the smallest particle of collagen, which works as a bioactivator of your own production of collagen. And that substance is immediately taken out of the body because it's used, because some people misunderstand this with collagen fillers. That you can have strong reactions. And you can even slow down your own production of collagen. Because everything what we do, we try to stimulate your own production. And not to give some replacements. Because your body, if you put something in your body, example, thyroid problems. So people immediately come to the doctor and your thyroid hormones are low. So what they give you, they immediately give you hormones. Is that right? So what your thyroid says, I can go in a complete shutdown because there's there. But we use certain methods also for thyroid to stimulate to get it back. And you have, you need to check your iodine. What's missing? What's the cause why that collagen, why that thyroid, for example, is going down? Not to deal with the symptom easy way, and then in the long run you have more problems. Anyway, I will just keep for the questions now. Yeah. Okay.
May I? I have that effect. Thank you very much. I personally have done my full body quantum data analysis, and I continue to do so to check in with myself, and it's wonderful, and I'm really excited for acute collagen, especially for particular parts of my body, from a pelvic strain injury in the back, so I'm really excited. Thank you very much, Dani and Dr. Aaron. I have a few questions, but I personally would love to give the microphone over to a few people, if you'd like. You happy with that?
Thank you very much for your very interesting presentations, both. I've been studying nutrigenomics for quite some time, but you didn't mention them in any way. This is also something where you just stimulate or activate certain genes to produce something or to eliminate something by giving them very small amounts of specific components. What is your position on nutrigenomics?
I believe that this is just one method what I share, because all our technology in a quantum system, we use many models to stimulate. It's all based on a stimulation. So any method that I saw on the market, which is focusing on biostimulation, and in any way, I'm for it. Because it's the way we need to train our body. We need to train our body, and because I think we are made perfect according to some divine design, and we need to work mostly not to create something better, that we will think of something better than a human body, but we need to think for each one. We first need to discover what is our issues, what is like declining, and to find different ways, what is the best ways for us to do it. So when you say, I cannot say this is good for everybody. We test each method to find what that person needs to go and needs to do.
I think we've got time for 2 more questions.
Thank you both for an amazing presentation. I'm a biologist and I love fascia work. I study fascia biology in the lab for a while now. But I have a question that's a little bit different. It's how does it help stimulate degeneration in the brain, for example? If someone has Parkinson's, is this something that can help?
I have lots of experience with brain disease, but not with collagen. It's not applied for that. No. So there's different methods that we use for that. First of all, I can give you all advice, especially for memory. If you know for the brain, I'm sure you all heard of it, but we need fuel firstly, and that's MCT, especially the one C8 MCT oil. It's very effective, and there are different types of frequencies that you need for the brain. For the brain, you need to use frequency and a certain infrared light with the hertz and stuff. So, but with certain specific frequency, like we said, for each person it needs to be exact. So when we measure a person, even I get 10 people with the same brain illnesses, it's difference. We first test them, and to see what's this disbalance, like also you test alpha, beta, what's domination there, what's the illness, and for each illness you have specific frequency to apply. So that's why I said I cannot give, for this illness we have this protocol and that's it. No, it doesn't work. But definitely collagen is not for that specific. It's more for treating all the pain syndromes like joints, knees, hips. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, but we can heal the whole spine, nervous system. So yes, that answer, yes. So I'm saying it cannot be applied on the head. On the head, it cannot be applied injections, only for beauty. But we for nervous system, we apply through the whole spine. And then because we have 13 different types of collagen, 13. So each one of them is for different condition and different purpose. So 2 is for beauty, the rest is for the pain. So we have the specific one which is called neural, for the regeneration of the nerves. Yeah. To the last one.
One more question?
The last slide.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. We are.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Longevity Wellness Hub, and you can actually find one of the booths around in this space. Okay, so probably it's called Longevity Hub. Yeah, but we're also in our Qs, DIFCs.
There's a question. There's a
Yes.
question.
Are the slides available, gentlemen? The public?
I have it here.
Are the slides available?
We'll make a version available. Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Everyone, I do want to just point out something I've noticed. A lot of this has been talking about frequency and energy, but remember, it starts with you, okay? Smiling, seriousness, no need here, especially with Rahini creating such a beautiful space for us all. So elevate, take in what comes to you, what sticks, and enjoy the rest of the day. Would you guys like to say anything else for the moment?
No.
Yeah? Wonderful.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Very